Hello, I'm Tara Chapman. I'm with the Greater Haralson Chamber of Commerce, and I'm here today with Rob Golden, Commercial Insurance Agency. Commercial Insurance is our January Business of the Month, Business Spotlight, excuse me. So every month we recognize a chamber member that's involved in the community and involved in the chamber. And so we're going to be doing some video interviews. So this is our first one. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you for being a member. We appreciate that. So we're going to turn it over to Rob. We're going to ask a couple questions. The first question is just to tell us about your business.
So thank you again for having me. Commercial Insurance Agency is a small town independent insurance agency here in Bremen, Georgia. We've been here since 1931. It's been a family-owned business. I bought the agency about 6 years ago. We specialize in auto, home, business, and life insurance. What we have going for us is the ability to shop around with different carriers, so we can look at what you have and make recommendations, and obviously get you the best value based on the carriers we offer. We represent big companies like Allstate, Travelers, Progressive, big names, and then several independent brokerage houses that can handle any kind of business needs that you have. So, and of course we also offer life insurance as well. So I've been personally involved in the insurance business for almost 25 years, between financial products, disability, life, health. I've also been on the adjuster side. I've been a claims adjuster. I've had lots of road miles in the insurance business. But I finally found my niche, and I'm really grateful to be a part of the Haralson County community. My family's here, my extended family's here, my wife's family is here, and so we're just really grateful to be where we are.
You took all my questions and you just answered them all in one,
Well,
which is great. But we will reiterate that it's not just Allstate, because I know a lot of times when we see your marketing, we see
Right.
your billboards, we see Allstate. But we'll reiterate that because there are options, and so they can call you and you can shop it around.
Absolutely.
I know it's that time of year where everybody's shopping and trying to get the best rate. You know, it's not something we want to pay for, but we have to pay for it, and then you're glad you did. Trust me, I have experience. So you hit on it a little bit, but you know, you chose Haralson County, you chose this business, and so it's the hometown kind of feel. So moving forward, if you could give somebody a piece of advice, I'm throwing a new one on you. So if you could give a small business owner or a business owner in general that's starting, especially in a small community, because I think there are additional kind of pros and cons to small business, small community, I guess, business. So what would be one piece of advice that you would give to a business starting out in a community of our size?
It's a good question. I think as a business owner, and I was asked this question kind of the other day, I mean, I've been around the insurance industry for a long time, and any kind of business, not just the insurance business, this, in my opinion, is never ever give up. Choose your course, pick your target, take your shot, and don't ever look back. That's the hard part about it, because you see lots of small businesses that don't make it. In the chamber, we see it all the time, and I think planning is really important too. You got to have a plan before you go in, not just kind of throw something on the wall and see if it sticks. But and I've been really amazed in this small town how people support local business. I go way out of my way to buy local. I'll pay more to do business with someone that I know, that knows me, because I feel like there's a return on that investment. This is a very tight-knit community. People look after each other here, and my kids are coming up in the schools. Everybody looks out for each other. That's the charm of this little town. So you got to find something that there's got to be a need for sure to uncover it. And I'm not the expert on starting businesses. That's more your department. but pick your target, take your shot, and don't ever quit. I think that's my deal. That's what I said when I came here. I said this was it. So this is where I belong, and I've made my move, made my decision. So I don't know if that made sense.
It did make sense.
Okay.
Sure. So when you came and you bought this business and you took it over, one of the first things you did was join the chamber.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
That goes back to the commitment that I made. I said I'm going to plug in, and I've been around chambers before in previous lives, and I knew for sure that when other businesses, other activities, other folks come through communities, the chamber is one of the first stops that they make. So as far as I was concerned, it was just part of the price of admission or the cost of doing business. That's what I chose to do. I came in and wrote a check, and there was no thinking about it for me. So I think that's one thing we run into, especially in Haralson County. I think there's not always a great buy-in, and I think that's about to change. Though I think I can feel some momentum in our community and our chamber. So, but in my opinion, that's part of being a business owner. You make that commitment. You gotta pay. There's the cost of doing business. You gotta spend money to make money, all the stuff that they say. So, but I plugged in, and I consider the chamber to be one of the most important functions of marketing in our community. And I'm a member of Rotary too, very involved in that. I plugged into Rotary just after the chamber.
Past president.
I was a president, and I plugged in, and there's everything's not always perfect or anything, but what you do is you commit,
Right.
and it's not a short-term return. I think that's what we run into with the chamber. It's not a short-term deal. You gotta play a long game with organizations like this, and that's the chamber thing. I think the longer I'm here, the harder I work, the luckier I get.
Yeah,
All that
right.
kind of stuff. So that makes sense.
It does. I love it. And, just for reference, you probably mentioned it, but you are a local. You live here. You don't just come to work every day and then leave the community. So he is plugged in the community. And one thing we failed to mention is where you're located. So would you like to share the best way for folks to get in touch with you and find you?
Sure.
And all that stuff, and then we'll end it on that.
Yeah, the street address is 519.5 Pacific Avenue, Bremen, Georgia. We're next to the People Pleaser.
Everybody knows the People Pleaser.
Yeah, if you're local, next door to the Blessed Boutique and the Bremen Health Club, next door to or across the street from the police station. We're pretty easy to sign, easy to see. You'll see an Allstate sign, and that obviously is not my only carrier, but that's the easiest way to find me. So.
And a phone number.
770-537-3306. Check us out. Our website is bremencia.com.
And I would just like to thank the sponsor of our business spotlights of the month is American Commerce Bank in Bremen. Their logo, you'll see their logo, and we'll put their phone number in the comments. But we want to thank Rob for taking time to do this today, and thank you for your support, and thank you for investing in our community.
Thank you for having me.
Bye-bye.